There are some things that you need to know about the MT-07 that a lot of people don't tell you about. There's some tips and tricks that I'm going to tell you about this bike. So it'll save you some money, you get the best performance out of the bike, and it'll make you love the bike even more.
Let's go for a ride. Subscribe today.
If you want to get my gear like this ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet, motovlog camera, airbag vest to help keep you safe, all of my gear, I always include links in the description and comment section of my video. The first tip I want to give you with the MT-07 is this exhaust. The Akrapovic exhaust, the only exhaust you can put on this bike, full exhaust, without having to do any tunes on this bike. You don't have to tune the ECU, you don't have to put a power commander, you don't have to do nothing with this besides put this exhaust on this bike and enjoy it. It is made for this bike. That's the reason why I went with the Akrapovic exhaust. The best quality. It's not going to affect the bike in any way, shape, or form. Another tip for you with this bike is if you want to remove all the restrictions on this bike and have it perform at the peak level with this exhaust, is get the DynoJet Power Commander ECU Tuner, which I did a video on for the MT-09, and I use it for this bike as well, where you can it will connect to the ECU on this bike, and you can remove restrictions on this bike and also put a custom map. But the beautiful thing is that you can go back to stock ECU settings, so it doesn't void the warranty at all. You're not putting any power commander, there's no module you'll put on. You just connect it to the ECU, it takes the restrictions off, puts the map on there, and you can always reverse it back to 100% bone stock, so no problems with the warranty. I have a link to the PowerJet ECU tuner and this Akrapovic exhaust. And another tip with this bike that some of you may know about and some of you don't, this actually has a 12-volt plug that you can plug into, which I did a video on it in my build series, where you can power your phone. This is a phone charger here, and you can also power other accessories, your camera. I got this powering my camera and my phone here through the bike. I don't even have a battery in here. And also another tip with this bike, some of you may not know, is you can get stock heated grips with this bike, which I did not do. Honestly, I'm not that big a fan of the stock heated grips. They're okay, but when you're riding and the cold wind hits your hand, it's like your hand, the top of your hand still gets cold. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the bottom, your grip and everything will be warm, but not the top part. Now, I know some of you guys get like, wind deflectors or whatnot on there, or whatever, bark busters or something like that to help keep the wind off. But honestly, from my experience of riding all these years and trying different products, I love these heated gloves right here. Look at these, they're heated up. Keep you nice and toasty. Right now, it's like in the 30s right now, guys. But I'm nice and toasty here with these on. These are lithium powered, so you don't have to plug it into the bike or nothing. They last, I think, like, if you put it on low, it lasts like 4 or 5 hours. I have a link to these as well. And also with the MT-07, what you see a lot of people do is they put the bar end mirrors. And I got these off of Amazon, which I have links to in the description and comment section of this video. But when you get these, though, you're going to have to get the special bar end weighted bar end that allows for the bar end mirrors, which I have a link to. You cannot put the bar end mirrors on here without the weights, because you're going to get some, it's going to be off balance, man. So it's going to end up giving you your hand fatigue from vibration and stuff. You got to have the bar end weights on the end here, and these are special ones that have a slot here that allows you to easily put the bar end mirrors on. Like I said, I have a link to these. One thing that's awesome about the MT-07, is that you really don't have to do anything to this bike. You can get this bike brand spanking new bone stock, and this thing is awesome in 100% complete stock form. You don't need to put exhaust on here. Now, the exhaust note from the stock exhaust is absolutely crap. sounds like a scooter, man. You gotta put at least put a slip-on exhaust on this bike to get some sounds. The sound is one of the most beautiful things about the MT-07. And also, as far as the Fender Eliminator kit, as you see mine, you don't see no license plate hanging off the back or anything. It's nice and stealth and slick, but from the back, you can see the plate very clearly. And I did a video. Go check out my MT-07 build series. I'll include a link in the top right corner of my playlist for all the build videos I did with this MT-07. But what I did is a tasteful mods. I didn't go overdo it, and this bike is absolutely perfection, man. I don't want to sell this bike. I absolutely love this bike. If anything, I want to add bikes to it. I had thought about maybe selling it and getting a new MT-09, trying the new MT-09. I had an MT-09 in the past, but this new one is supposed to be better and all. But I'm like, no, man, I love this bike. I don't need any more power. The grunt on this bike is beautiful. It's the chassis is, what I love about the MT-07 is the chassis and the sound, the engine, everything, the grunt. But the chassis I like better than the MT-09 because it's like low and comfortable and chill. Like it feels like a smaller bike. Now I got it kind of like it's my cruiser, to be honest with you. I use some people use this as a hooligan bike because it's a great wheelie bike, but I bought it more or less as my like cruiser. Because I didn't want to get a Harley Davidson. I actually bought this at a Harley Davidson dealership, believe it or not. He said he sold these MT-07s at the Harley Davidson dealership like hotcakes. And mind you, all they mostly sold were Harleys. He didn't have no other Yamahas. He just had the MT-07 that he sold up in there, and the rest were Harleys. And he sold these like hotcakes because these are cheaper than the Harley. It's more reliable, more fun, lighter weight. It's just, these are amazing. You don't really have to do much of this bike. Like I said, stock form, you're going to have fun, but you got to put some sounds on this bike. Mandatory, man. Listen to this. Listen to that grumble, that rumble. Yeah, baby. Sound good, doesn't it? Yeah. And look at it. Yeah, baby. Sound good, doesn't it? Yeah. Honestly, they're selling these used for top dollar, and you're better off just buying this bike brand new, man. Seriously. Because these bikes hold their value so well that used ones are selling for damn near what the cost of a new one is. That's why I bought it. And these bikes are so popular. When I thought about selling mine, my inbox was flooded with probably about 20 people wanting to buy this bike from me, man. Because they know I take care of my bike, but the MT-07 is so extremely popular. And a lot of noobs like to buy this bike. I don't feel like it's a great bike for a new rider to start off, because it doesn't have any rider aids on it. It's got a lot of grunt. You can put a fistful of throttle on this, and it could buck a new rider off if he's not ready for it. You know what I'm saying? But if you take the MSF class, you'll probably be okay getting this as your first bike. And a lot of people have. And I tell you, man, I've seen a lot of dudes that start on this bike, and then they'll get to super bikes and other things, and they'll end up going and getting another MT-07 because these bikes, they miss it because it's such an awesome bike, especially if you're out here like me. You're cruising in the city. You know what I'm saying? You want to rip it stoplight to stoplight, and you don't want to be doing felony speeds, but you want that bump off the line. Yeah, baby. It just gives you that snap. Look at that. Yeah, baby. That's what I love about this bike, man. That grunt. Yeah. Love it, man. I'm telling you, for street riding, what you should be looking at is torque, not horsepower, man. You want torque. You want that where that torque is delivered, right at the bottom. Low in the RPM range, man. That's what you want out, because we spend most of our time riding out here on the streets, man. But yeah, the best tip I can give you, get one of these brand new, boy, and keep it. That's what I'm telling you right now, man. Especially when you can buy this bike brand new. It has a cable throttle, old school motorcycle, straight 100% motorcycle. None of that electronic BS, none of that stuff, man. Beautiful bike, reliable, just an amazing bike, man. But anyways, guys, leave a comment below if you have any other tips and tricks about the MT-07. If you want to ask me any questions about the MT-07 or any of the bikes I own, or want to talk about anything. That's why I like doing these videos, because I like talking with you guys. So hit me up with some comments. I appreciate you. Make sure to hit thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell symbol so you get notified when my new videos release. But I release new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until next time, catch you guys later.